Yeah, so I just formulated a little plan at the start of stream here, where I like the idea of getting the meat curing box built here in camp office before we head over to HRV and go and collect some stuff that we left there, because that's one of the places I left a lot of stuff, which realistically I'm never going to have any real big base in, because it's kind of hard to have a base in HRV. Yeah, because we left a lot of stuff in the ice cave in the east, I believe. Where is it? HRV, Eastern Ice Cave Mid, both have loot. Okay, yeah, so we've got some in the bunker as well. We could always check that out. Right, let's sleep. Oh, yeah, I've got 2 broken legs. Let's sleep 10 hours and go from there. I'll do 10 hours right now. Yeah, there's not much point doing anything else at the moment. Once again, I'm stuck underground, and this time without the respirator. How'd you end up stuck? Did you break your hands? Did you get moose stomped in the mine? If you got... Actually, no, that's true. You can get down... You don't have to climb to get to get out of the mine. There's no floor that you can end up on that you have to climb to get out, right? Because on the first level you can go up the ramp. On the second level you can drop down to the third level, and on the third level you can walk over to the you can walk out the open pit. If I'm remembering right. Over encumbered. You might need to drop some stuff. You might need to drop a couple things. Right. Okay, so we're going to sleep up. I'll see how we're doing with daylight. Not sure if I've got the stuff to make the meat curing box. I don't know if I've got stuff to even cure here. I doubt it. So we'll have to go hunt something. Obviously fish would be nice, but I'm guessing all the fish is
Need to find something to drink.
of poor quality. I mean, all my actual fish. Oh, well, we got bear meat. Do I want to turn bear meat into cured meat? Not really, because it loses calories. And I just would like to have a lot of food here, which that's what the bear meat's doing at the moment. Okay. Right, not a particularly nice day. That's a really nice shot with that deer up there, the way it was standing, silhouette against the snow. I like that. Right, I should have a woodworking tools here. If you aren't aware, I have 5 sets of woodworking tools. Don't ask me where I got the 5th set from, because there should only be 4 in a world, but here I am. Right. I would like the meat curing box. 10 fur. I don't even know if we've got the salt for it. I could do with a refuel on my lantern as well, actually, whilst we're here. Yeah, let's grab that. Do I have 8 kilos of salt? No. Not too far off, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I've got 5.25 kilos then. So yeah, I'd have to haul some more salt over. In which case, should I go do that? Do I even have firwood here as well? We go chop up some firwood. What is in all of these? Random guff, random guff. Random guff everywhere. Okay, no. So we're not going to be able to make it. Okay, well, I'll tell you what then. Let's make a note for Coastal Highway. Let's say bring salt. Just as much as I can carry, realistically, to Mystery Lake. And then in Mystery Lake, we're going to say 2 is make meat curing box. Okay. Yeah. And I also need to get fur. I mean, it'd be good to get wood in general. The question is, of course, we have a a hatchet here. I don't know. Let's refill this whilst I remember. Do I have a hatchet here? That would be nice. No, of course I don't. Okay, so I can't even go and collect wood at the moment. Although, did I leave a hatchet in Mountain Town? I might have done, you know. Yeah, okay, don't think there's any point taking woodworking tools over to Mountain Town. I've already made a workbench in Greymothers. Can't see what else I would need to make over there. You know, meat curing box would be nice, but there's no salt over there to sustain it, so what would be the point? Doing good, thank you, Panda. How are you doing? The big brain planning has fallen through already. I came up with a plan. I changed the plan. I then couldn't do the change plan, so I'm going back to the original plan. So I'm just waiting for that plan to fall through now. Yes. We're going to head over to HRV, I think, and go haul some stuff back from there. Bring back to Mountain Town. Right, I don't think there's anything I needed to take to Mountain Town. I think I'm happy with what we've got. So I might just head on over. We'll grab some water. Some water, and I'll grab some coal. Don't need much because we'll get coal there. I trekked salt to Timberwolf Mountain. That's a thankless task. How much salt did you manage to take over there, and how quickly did you use it up? Oh dear. You're saying you've taken all of the salt. I'm going to go look at the salt deposits and someone's mined them out. Oh dear. Do I need anything else in particular? A bit of cured meat for the journey. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, actually, let's take a chunk of cured meat, because I can take that into HRV then. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Okay, anything we want in Mountain Town? As I say, I don't think so. How are we for torches? I need torches. Grab a mix of torches. That should do me plenty. We've got our bedroll. Bedroll, I think, gets 30% back, so that doesn't need repairing yet. I've still got both my bows. One of these will break at some point. That's fine. And is clothing okay? A couple of things are a little bit desperate for repairs. Well, not desperate, but could do with repairs. But we could always do that in Mountain Town as well. Hey, Northern. Dev Diary for episode 5 was just posted? For real? Is there a lot to it? Could we go over it on stream, or is it not that much? Oh, I have got some fur here. Okay. I also need to put on here for bring hatchet for wood in Mystery Lake. There we go. Let me have a quick look. We can go over it on stream if you guys want, if there's a lot. Oh my god, that's screenshots and everything. Okay, we're gonna look at this. Right, we're pausing the game. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to skip ahead to when we're not doing this if you've already looked over it. But I think this would be fun to look at. I appreciate you letting us know. Okay, does this work for you guys? Oh, it's because I rejected cookies. Raph got upset. Right, fine, I'll accept them. No, if I accept them, it also... What? Okay, whatever. It's giving me a head right now. I don't think that works on stream. Right, so this is spoilers. Sorry, if you're coming in episode 5. Well, it won't be spoilers for episode 5, but it's the Dev Diary, which, you know, if you want to go in completely blind, obviously don't watch. Okay, so with episode 5 launched just around the time to update you on what to expect over the next few weeks, let me guess, delayed release date. Got some screenshots. We got a ship moored. What kind of ship is that, do you guys reckon? It's got a lifeboat on the back. That lifeboat is 100% getting used. Hey, Cos, welcome in. We're just looking at the episode 5 dev diary. Cause thank you for resubscribing. 6 months? Seriously? Has it been 6 months? Oh no, yeah, okay. It's been 5 months, but you've done a 6-month subscription, right? I was going to say, has it really been 6 months? Oh, blimey! Cranes for loading shipping containers. Yeah, is it some sort of like cargo ship? Because it's quite small. It's not like some sort of whaling ship, is it? Also, is it me or is this kind of curved? Like this kind of looks curved, the sea here. I love this ice though. This looks great. I'd love some more ice like this that sticks up out of the water. Can't wait for March 2025. There are still whaling ships. Yeah, Japan has whaling ships. I'm sure some other places in Asia do as well. I don't know that Canada does. There are people who have whales and eat whales and seals and stuff, like Inuit people as well, but obviously they're probably not on a massive cargo ship scale. The Earth is flat, Lima? Ah, sorry, my bad. Anyway, right, I'm not going to overanalyze everything. We've got somebody we're talking to here. So this is Astrid, I'm pretty sure, because Astrid has red gloves, right? So I think this is Astrid in this screenshot, talking to these people, or talking to this lady. They got some dead people on shelves, which we know there's some sort of infection or something at Perseverance Mills, based off of what we were told. That's Cos? What, this is Cos? Do you know what? I kind of see it. I kind of see it. I also like how you went for the two things there. Cos saying it's curved and on saying it's flat. All right, what we got here? Oh, we've got a bearskin bedroll. A lot of people in here. This is congested. Doesn't really tell us that much. There's a bear statue there. Do we see anyone we recognise there? I don't think so, right? That looks like a load of random people to me. I don't see, Grey Mother or Methuselah or the Trapper, whatever his name is. Okay. And this is another shot of Perseverance Mills. We've already seen Perseverance Mills from one angle in the teaser trailer. It looks like we've got another angle of it here. So it looks like it's this kind of, I don't know, what would you call this? A cove? And you've got these houses on stilts around. So a lot of houses, which I'm guessing most of them won't be accessible. Certainly, in story mode, there'll be people in them, so you can't just go around into the houses. And then in survival mode, if they did choose to add this map, most of them would be inaccessible rather. Yeah, it's a lot of buildings, right? Like this is huge. Like this is an actual town. Unlike Milton. Milton's tiny. How Milton has got a post office and a bank, I don't know. Because there's only like 12 houses there. Have you got 3 of them only? Yeah, that's if they even add it. So if you don't know, they're not planning on adding the story maps, to survival for episode 5, unfortunately. Right, our story so far. Since it's been years since we launched the first part of Winter Mute Teams put together a recap video that covers the main story beats. You're telling me. Episode 1 to 4. That's nice. I like that. That's good. Especially because a lot of people obviously have played, a long time ago. And for anyone who hasn't, this is your reminder that you still have to get through the first 4 episodes before March 31st. Yeah, if you haven't and you actually, you want to play episode 5, make sure you've played through the first 4 episodes on a save on your device, on your computer or your console, because otherwise you're not going to be able to play it. Assume 30 plus hours. I don't think it takes that long, does it? Does it really take 30 hours? I think it took me about 23 hours or 24 hours from memory. I don't know. Recap video spoilers. Right, I don't care about the recap video. I played through episode 1 to 4 about a year ago, and I can't believe I played it about a year ago because I thought, oh yeah, they'll bring out episode 5, probably spring last year. Fool I am. Depends how fast you move. Yeah, it's true. It's entirely dependent on playstyle, right? Right, launch times. Bearing unforeseen disasters, you should see episode 5 go live. Or barring rather. Hinterland. You should expect to see episode 5 go live on Steam March 31st, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Does anyone know what that means for the rest of the world? Pacific time to UK. That'll be 5 p.m. for me on the 31st of March. What is the 31st of March? A Tuesday. So we could play it. We could play it in the evening on Tuesday. At least start it. That'll be fun. Wow, 75 stream streak. Thank you, Cos. Recap, we say some people and we lost some people. That's most of it, yeah. Okay. Xbox and PlayStation should follow within hours of the Steam launch. Okay, that's good news. As each platform service propagate the update around the world, yeah. We have no control when the update eventually comes to you, sure. Switch, I'm afraid I don't care about Switch launch. If you want to know stuff about Switch, then Nilthan posted the link to the dev diary in the chat. Setting expectations. Oh god, here we go. Episode 5 is a bit different than our other episodes, and the focus is very much on wrapping up the Wintermute storyline. Well, no shit, it's the last part of Wintermute. As such, the world is designed to be built around the needs of the story, including having sections playable as Mackenzie and every section playable as Astrid. This means that while there are certainly open world sections of the episode, there are sections that tend to be a bit more linear than our typical work. This does worry me how much they keep talking about this, and makes me think we're going to be watching a movie for episode 5, which I can't say I'm a fan of. There's heavy emphasis on storytelling and cinematics in the episode. There you go. Believe the time's done our best work in the area to date. Episode playtimes. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise ads were coming. I should have warned people. Whoopsie, my bad. Super times 3 hours behind Eastern, which is 5 hours off from the UK. Hold on, let me just do the maths meme. Woman thinking. Okay, episode playtimes difficult to pin down, is very so much. We're considering seeing 12 to 15 hour playtimes for episode 5. Okay, so I should be able to get it done across 4 or 5 streams then. If this is your first time playing Wintermute, please keep in mind that each episode regrets the period during which it was created with our team. Yeah, because episode 1 is shit. No offense. Our tools and our skill with them has improved over the years. Yep. Yep, sure, that's all, whatever. Why would anyone do that? Why would anyone skip to the episode 5? I don't know. Episode 5 answers many questions about previous events in the story, as well as what may be coming in the future. Please think about your fellow TLD fans when you're playing. Try to avoid spoiling the experience for them. Yeah. Good point. If you're a content creator, please use spoiler warnings in any videos you make. If you'd like a game key, please use the following link. If you have a favourite content creator you'd like to see play The Long Dark, please share that link with them. Well, there you go. I could have got the game for free, guys. It's a bit late. 12 to 15 hours is a lot, right? Bearing in mind they estimate that episode 1 to 4 is about 30 hours. Guess I'll be off Twitch until I finish it. Yeah, it's one of those where you probably do want to play it through yourself. We'll play it through on stream because I'm not too big about it, so I don't care if people come in and I'm not devoting all my time to it. Not that I'm going to encourage spoilers or anything. Okay. We really hope you enjoy the experience and feel it was worth the wait. I certainly can't influence how you feel about the game, but I'm very proud of the work team. Cool. By end of day, the episode 5 build will be locked with no more changes accepted. By this time next week, the build will be submitted to the console platform so they can certify and be ready to launch on March 31st. So the team will already be on a much-deserved break. The last several months of episodes development has certainly been tough on the team. After they rest, there'll be hotfixes done and all other typical parts of development. Yeah, see, that also worries me. Like, given how long this is, how buggy is it going to be? I could believe it's going to be a bit buggy. We'll see that. Beyond that, the end of Wintermute and the completion of episode 5 is the end of an era for Hinterland. Finally, we'll be able to talk more freely about our plans and ambitions for the future. Some of the plans relate to ongoing TLD developments. Some of those plans relate to our work on Black Frost. Some of those plans relate to other unannounced projects. I'm looking forward to the team having more breathing room to begin sharing more news about various things we're working on. I'll be excited to hear what you think about the plans for ongoing TLD dev and for Black Frost especially. But for now, in the next few weeks, our focus remains to get episode 5 into your hands. Okay. Many of you asked about the episode 5 regions. Here we go. And if or when they will end up being added to survival mode. So far, I've responded with a wait-and-see approach to this. The episode has many areas and not all of them will be suited for sandbox play. Rest assured we are discussing this and will share more of our plans in the future. But it would be nice if you did not hassle the dev team about this particular topic. Right, guys, just as a note, we can be upset that they're not adding the story mode stuff to survival, but never, ever, ever like hassle individual developers. I don't know if something's happened that Raf feels the need to say this. You know, never target individual developers and be like, oh, you're not doing this. Oh, you're a shit person. Oh, you should quit, kind of thing. That is so stupid. If you do that, I hate you. You're a piece of shit. Okay? You can be annoyed about something, but you never ever go after the people, the individual people. It's fine saying like, oh, I'm annoyed Hinterland aren't doing this, or oh, I wish Hinterland had done this. But if you are actually harassing dev people, like devs, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You know, I don't know if this has come from something. I don't know if Raf is maybe being a bit overzealous here, and if people are just talking on the forums and saying, "Oh, I'm annoyed" or whatever. But yeah, just as a note, you know. As mentioned, episode 5 was built for the story and not all of it was meant to be brought back to survival mode afterwards. Yeah, I get that. If that's the angle they were going for, it's fine. I'm okay with that. You know, obviously we're going to play it, and I will see if I agree with them, because yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it plays on story, and then we can go, oh yeah, no, this definitely wouldn't work in survival, or oh no, I could see them making this work, or oh, all they need to do is, you know, make some sort of connection region or something. We'll see. People spoiled just because we bought one piece of software doesn't mean they owe us everything. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially for a game like The Long Dark that's been, you know, has had loads of updates and is a massive game. Yeah. Keep an eye open. In the days between now and March 31st, we'll be sharing more stuff about episode 5, sorry. More screens, more teasers, and a full launch trailer will go live on launch day. We'll also share more news about Volume 3 of the TLD soundtrack. Nice. And some episode 5 merch for pre-order. Yeah. Let's see updates on things with Steam. Okay, cool. The end is near. I'll post one more dev diary related to episode 5 on launch day. Until then, please keep the dev team in mind as they wrap up work on the final part of the Long Dark story. Can't wait for you to experience it for yourselves. The end of a decade's worth of development is really coming to an end. Well, there you go. Cool. Nice. If you want to, you can go check out the dev diary. I'll post it in chat. Oh, Northern's got you as well. Just pick whoever is your favourite. Dear. Very excited for chapter 5, even if it's cinema heavy. Yeah, I mean it'll be nice to get it done for sure. I mean, I'd like to see how things wrap up. No, you're fine, Northern. You're fine. Hey, Sam. Things other dev teams are so much better at managing PR and engagement, such that the anger and Raf tracks isn't present. Raf throws people up the wrong way. Yeah, that's why I gave it that caveat. I don't know if something's happened that Raf feels the need to say that. Because yeah, Raf is someone who is, you know, he's one of these people. He's got his vision and he likes to stick to it. You know, as is his right at the end of the day, you know. he's in charge of the game. And we can be annoyed about things and that's fine. But yeah, you never go after individual people. That's fucked up. Can't give us 15 hours as just cinema. That's what I am worried it's going to be. I really hope, you know, I'm fine if, say, like, there are a couple hours of cinematics in total. But if it's like half of the time, oof. Yeah. Right, we're prepping. Hey, welcome back. We're playing The Long Dark today. We can talk about the dev diary if you guys want. We can talk about it on stream. That's absolutely fine. I'll just be, you know, obviously I'm playing as we do it. But there's lots to talk about there, and we can go into it all. We're heading over to HRV because I'm going to go grab some stuff we left over there. Right. Let's let's grab. Guys, I've got bad news about going over to HRV. Sounds like there's a blizzard outside. God damn it. Raf wants to make films and write. I think it'll be a lot of non-playable cinema. Yeah, he probably is. He probably does want to do that. Yeah, I mean, there are worse games for... I always forget about this. Is it rude? Yes. I always forget I've got these cat heads up here. I think the thing is, some dev teams are a lot better, but I don't think any dev team is infallible. And at the end of the day, if it's a game you really care about, you're going to be more scrutinizing of the dev team, aren't you? Realistically. Let's stick our head out the door, just in case it's just high wind. But something tells me it's not. Plan D in effect then? Hey, we're all the way on Plan Z now. Right. Thanks, Blizzard. Thanks. And I can't even work on this stuff, because, yeah. Okay, well, we could do some clothing repairs whilst we wait. Yeah, we had a couple of things. Not much, but... could fix those up. We could make some arrow shafts. Don't think I've got any reading here by the looks of things. No. Right, we'll fix these up. Sure. Yeah, other dev teams certainly do a better job. But definitely multiple of them will make mistakes. And what am I doing? I don't want that. Yeah, and not handle things very well. There have been some famously terrible PR things in games. I think it's something that maybe the gaming industry is kind of worse at than any other media. You know, music or film or TV. Regularly game developers don't have a good PR team in place, especially given how present games are in you know, social media, etc., and they communicate online rather than, you know, it's not like at a cinema or something. You really do need to be mindful of fans coming in. But yeah, as I say, you never want to harass individual developers. Don't do that. If you want to air grievances, you can air your grievances, but not against individuals. Because that's not nice. In games development, you can do that for other things. You know, like a politician. Sure. Because they are problematic. But when it's just a game development. I heard rumours of threats to RAF, and that's absolutely abhorrent. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's just fucked up. And all it does is it just, like, proves that... then it then just makes it harder for people to then actually make valid criticism when stupid people start doing stuff like that. Right, I'm just going to twiddle my thumbs, make the base look a little bit prettier whilst we wait for this blizzard to end, I guess. No. People get very serious about games. Too serious, one might say. Mm-hmm. Why have I just got stuff? Is this supposed to be trash in here? What is that? Just a mess of stuff. Oh dear. Day 600 hype. Yeah, we hit day 600 at the end of last stream, which is fun. Only 400 to go. Yeah, we'll be there in no time. I mean, hey, being able to be like, oh, I'm 3/5 of the way through, that's, you know, that's good. That is good. I need to fix this up as well. Gonna jump offline, gonna play TLD. Too greedily bound. Are you doing your greed achievement in the Lexington mine, Rhino? What, day 490? Wow, that's a lot. I appreciate you coming and saying hello, Rhino, and I hope you have fun playing. What do I do? What do I do? What do you mean? Just organise this a bit more. Let's put all the medical stuff together. Or... Got a lot of prepared old man's beard here. It's something I should maybe do with my time is prepare more old man's beard. Because a lot of it I will want to have as prepared. I mean, who knows how much old man's beard there is in here. I mean, if you look at the pattern of it, you can see there is a lot here. Now, obviously, if you're walking around, you don't really want to have prepared old man's beard because it weighs a lot more. It is actually better to just carry around 3 loose bits. I normally keep it. I forgot that these float when you place them. I think if I drop them, they should be okay. They're floating a little bit, but so is everything else, so it doesn't matter. Of your 4 storage, it's organised. Yeah, it's on the floor, but it's organised. You see what there's there straight away. Yeah, this is definitely nicer in here than Quonset used to be. How I used to have Quonset laid out, for sure. Keep a couple of these fish by the bed just in case I need to sleep with them. Yeah, you know, stuff has got its place. For the most part. You know, and I know, you know, if you ask me where's X, I know where I'm looking for it most of the time, which is good. I think I'm happy with most of the stuff's placement here. Yeah, it's funny. You know, I go back and forth and being like, you know, do I prefer this? I do like how Quonset looks now. It looks nice and tidier. I mean, Camp Office is like my second base, I guess. Main base away from Quonset. It's way more organised than my floor storage. I think that's the trick with it. I think some people get worried, like, they see as putting stuff on the floor as just being disorganised. But as long as you know, you actually think about where you're putting the stuff and you don't just have it thrown around everywhere, you know, actually it is a lot better than keeping stuff inside containers. Because when stuff is inside containers, 1, it can just be deleted because the game is a bit glitchy, and 2, you can't actually see it, so you'll forget stuff that's in there. Like in here, I've got like 1,000 rose hips in here, and I just forget they exist in there. Got a load of cattails as well. Right, what's the chances that it's just high wind now? Problem is I probably should have slept because I want higher fatigue heading into Mountain Town. I mean, it doesn't matter. We'll just go a little bit slower when we get over there. But let's sleep a couple hours. We'll be there until the end of time now? Yeah, exactly. I will forget about them and they will just stay there. Okay, it sounded like the blizzard ended. Right, fish. There's a tiny bit of fish I picked up.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right
Don't
now.
eat with your mouth full. Don't eat with your mouth full. Don't talk with your mouth full. You knew what I meant. Okay. Right, let's trek over to Mountain Town and then we'll go on to HRV. I'm hoping we've got everything we need. Plus 30 degrees of warmth. That's nice. Let's go. Hey, PRTM. Welcome on in. How is your evening treating you? A little bit windy. Could just be left over from the blizzard. Do keep that in mind when you go out. The first time you go outside after some sort of weather, it can take a little bit for it to catch up and realise it needs to change what the weather's doing. Not necessarily, but sometimes it does. And you'll see it changes very quickly. But I do think it is windy, given how the fact we're getting cold. Hello. Which we wouldn't normally would here in Mystery Lake. I don't think you're going to see me. Okay, well, I guess we'll take the diagonal route then. I throw my rose hips on a pile on the floor and pick out as I need. Yeah, it's funny. Like, obviously people joke about, like, oh, you know, you got to pick up the rose hips. But if you collect them all up and drop them in a place where you know you're going to use them at some point, then obviously, you know, picking them up one by one doesn't really matter because you're not going to pick up that many in a row, right? So it's not too bad. At least that's the excuse I use. Definitely not because I'm traumatized by putting my rose hips in a metal container in Quonset and now I never want to do it again. because I lost 1,500 of them. No, no, no. Nothing like that. We've got a few places we need to head out to and collect up stuff to bring back to bases. We've got a lot of stuff over in the Far Territory regions, stuff in HRV. I know I've got stuff in Blackrock. There was some stuff left in Bleak Inlet. You know, because obviously we can't carry it all with us out of the places. In a lot of places, we just collect stuff up and then put it in one central place. Once it's on the floor, it's a permanent pile. Not picking it up ever again. Just come back as need. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, wind's died down a little bit. That's nice. Do I want to swing over there so we get some birch bark, or do I want to just keep moving? Yeah, we could swing over there to try and get some birch bark. Could just bump into the bear as well, though. I feel like most of the birch bark spawns are kind of on this side of the hill. Sorry, not this side, but, you know, further around the hill. We'll see if we can confirm that. Sleep lurking, don't do anything exciting. So when you're sleep lurking, do you have like one eye open like a dolphin? Or, you know, half open? Or you just go to sleep and you hear my voice and you're just like, oh gosh, Lima's still yapping away. Anyway, I appreciate the lurk, Sam. And I hope you get some good sleep if you do indeed drop off. You can see there's none here. I'm sure I won't sprain anything by the time I get to the top of the hill. Oh, we didn't. Oh, that's a nice surprise, isn't it? Maybe all the birch bark's down there. I feel like I haven't seen the bear here for a while. I don't see a single bit of birch bark. Oh, there's one. I found one. We've got one whole birch bark. Nice. Are there any birch bark spawns in Mountain Town or HRV? I can't think of any. Mountain Town, birch bark. But I think so. And I don't think there's any birch trees in HRV either. I might be talking out of my arse. Maybe. Do you know, one is kind of annoying to pick up, because what am I going to do with one? I mean, obviously I would trade it, but I'm taking it in the wrong direction for that. It's calming and safe, rather than boring me to sleep. Ah, okay. Well, you're very safe here. I promise to only shout scary things, or rather, I promise to only shout when I get scared, because a bear's jumping at me from nowhere. So it should be mostly calming. Right. I'm just going to carry on this. There you go. Look out! It's a bear. Should be able to level up walking without strains, like a skill. That would be fun. It was something, I was talking about it today on Koz's stream. Koz, I said so. If you know of her. She's alright. I was talking about skills today. It would be something that would be nice if it got overhauled. Before they wrapped up development on the Long Dark. I can't see any other bits of coal. Thing is, this is one of the caves which I'm quite happy to walk through without a torch, because it's quite bright. Like, I can see without a lantern. But yeah, it'd be really nice if they added more. Like, I personally would like it that you got different amounts of skill points as you leveled up, so that the higher level you are, the let's just have a light up in here, because there's normally coal in here. I don't want to miss it. Yeah, the higher level you are, the more like the different things you need to do to actually level up the skill. Like, say, because like with cooking, like, I always found it silly that you can level up cooking by heating up a can for the first time. Like, each time you heat up each individual can, it levels up your cooking. which is ridiculous. Like, how does that improve your cooking skill? It would be nice if, like, as you got higher levels, so say you that at level 1, yeah, heating up a can improved your cooking skill. But then say at level 2, it no longer did, and instead you needed to do something else that improved your cooking skill, you know, like cooking meat or something. You know, stuff like that, I think would be really nice to encourage you to, you know, do different things. And then, like, you know, to get from level 4 to level 5, maybe you've got to make specific recipes, you know. Obviously, that's limited to DLC, so that's not a good example. But, you know, stuff like that, I think would be fun. Or, like, with the bow, like, say, you had to shoot from further away, or you had to kill bigger game or something. Rather than just like, oh, you shot an animal, you get the same amount of points every single time. Or, oh, you made an arrow, you get the same amount of points, kind of thing. Like, for instance, like, making arrows, I think, doesn't really make sense at improving your archery beyond a certain point. Like, sure, like level 1 or 2 archery, nice. It's a nice way to get a little bit of archery skill. You know, you're learning how the arrows work, you know, how you've made them, how they would fly, kind of thing. But as you go on, like, archery bunny, same points as moose. It is, right? Like, unless I don't know, and there's a secret stat for it. As far as I'm aware, as long as you hit an animal with your bow, you get the same amount of XP, no matter what. Yeah, it is pretty funny, right? As I say, I could see, like, early on why it might help you gain a bit of XP, but why, you know, when you're like a serious proper hunter with a bow, why would you be getting XP for making arrows? So I personally, that's something I would really like to see overhauled before they went. I would love a proper tutorial. Obviously not for me personally, but for new people coming to the game, because it's a really intimidating game. If you load up and you don't know better, you know, you might look at the difficulties and be like, oh, I'll play Stalker as my first thing. You know, you don't get a weapon or anything. You get surrounded by walls. You just get mauled a lot. And you're like, well, this is stupid. I'm just dying constantly. It'd be really nice if there was like a tutorial for just a general how to play the game. You know, what kind of things you should be looking out for. What's going to help you survive, kind of thing. That would be cool. Right, I think we go down here from memory. Then we go down here. Yeah. And that bit looks like there's like a weird little ledge there. Yeah, you can see it there that you land on, which means you don't actually fall all the way down and take damage, which is nice. Right, no deer here, which makes me think we've got the wolf spawn, so let's be ready for that. I think you should get more XP for hitting a bun than a moose. I mean, it's a smaller target, right? Yeah, sure. I haven't had the wolf spawn down here for a long time. I don't see it. I feel like it spawns around here. Odd to have no animals. Can't say I've ever had that before. Or I've never clocked it. I always thought Winter Me Episode 1 was the closest to a tutorial. Yeah, it is, to be fair. The problem is you can't do that anymore because survival and Wintermute are 2 separate games. So people who just buy the survival game, you know, they don't have access to Wintermute Episode 1. So they just wouldn't know. You know, obviously a lot of people would play Wintermute first before they did survival, back when they got the game, unless they, you know, had seen someone play it. Yeah. Hey, Prof. Yeah. A proper tutorial, I think, would be great. I'd love a revamp to the skill system. And if they could fine-tune the base customization just to make it a little bit better in some respects, some quality of life stuff. You know, things that are going to mean the long-term survival of the game is ensured. You know. Oh, and take a look at decay rates on items. Too many items decay way too quickly. For how long, you know, realistically, you can survive and how easy it is to survive longer now. They really need to have it so that items don't decay as much as they do. Like, clothing indoors should not decay as fast as it does. It's kind of insane. Right, we got the moose. We have got the moose markings. Hi, Burb. Don't think we've got the moose. Normally I see it about up there if it's here. Alas, earwax. What's all this stuff? Yeah, that's funny. Right, let's have a little chow down of the meat. Cool. A little bit of cured meat here in case I'm over back here and I need some food for a journey. Mind you, carrying meat across that section down there is not too bad. Obviously you can have a wolf, but it's not terrible to get by. Alright, we'll head over to Greymothers, and we'll probably sleep there for the night before we head on to HRV. Or we could go up to the trailer, because I know I've got food up there. And that means we don't have to do the trek, that cold trek in the morning. Sure. Sure. Right, it's always a little bit sketch coming into Milton, of course, because if you don't see any wolves here, it means they're in the town, most likely. We'll see if we can push a rabbit to be our scout. But it's kind of hard to get rabbits to go where you want them to go. Yeah. This one's doing a good job, though. Come on, Flopsy. Let me know if there's any wolves over there. That's not quite right direction. Oh, got a clear day by the looks of things. Okay, well, to play it safe, just in case there are wolves, we'll light a fire. It's one of those times, you know, it takes a couple seconds. I can light it for free. It costs a stick and a couple seconds of my time. But I can guarantee my safety by doing this, which is nice. And we can hold the torch out in front of us like a caveman. Hello, me Astrid. Me has torch. Me doesn't know how to hold torch properly. So I'll grab sticks as we move through. Okay, we got the wolves over by the bridge. Annoying spot to be, but now that I've got a torch, should be absolutely fine. Isn't that how you hold a torch? No, I hold a torch like this, don't you? I hold it up to keep the wildlife away. I am not a caveman like Astrid. Angry villager mode activated. Gonna burn down the mayor's house. I could do with there being another birch sapling here, so I can make bush crossbows. Your caveman sounds like George of the Jungle in the most complimentary way possible. I've never watched George of the Jungle, I don't think. Is that Brendan Fraser, George of the Jungle? I had this image of Brendan Fraser in my mind when I think of it. Right, let's leave the birch bark here. And we'll take some coal over with us, but we don't need to realistically take too much. Because it should be a kind of a quick in and out mission. Brendan Fraser, but spelled correctly. Nice. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know why. I don't think maybe I've seen a clip of it or something. You know, the old 60s, 70s George of the Jungle cartoons. Ah, yes, that won't be Brendan Fraser in those ones, I would guess. Also, hello, Jeff. Sorry, I didn't say hello to you coming in. Right. We've got a hatchet here. We could bring this back. I could bring this back to Mystery Lake, maybe. I mean, I don't know what way I'm leaving. Probably head back through Mystery Lake. I don't think I want to go to Forlorn Muskeg. It's kind of stinky. Cool. Let's take a little bit more water over, And yeah, I think we'll walk up to I think we'll walk up to the trailer and sleep there for the night. So what I'm going to do, we'll just kill a little bit of time because, you know, we'll have wasted evening at the moment by lighting this fire and getting some water cooking up.
Come on, little fire.
Because we can leave this fire running for 42 minutes. And it'll just mean we've got some water here when we get back. One of those things that I think is it's a good idea to to do is to make water when you can. You know, it's not costing me anything to do that. It's just boom, whilst I'm here, do some water. Cool. As I say, I don't think there's anything I need to take over. Do I have torches here? Not many, so let's not take any more of those. And we'll walk on up there, and I'll carry a big bit of moose meat with me, or two, and then that means we've got food over there and for the morning. In fact, let's take a little bit more water as well, maybe. Let's just take another litre of water. Okay, cool. Let's head on over to the trailer. Because we can sleep in a bed in there rather than use our bedroll. Because there's not much point rushing over actually into HRV because realistically it's going to be cold in the morning when we get up. Well, don't know. I don't know what the best way to do this is. I hate when they run through me. Even though I know I'm okay. I know I'm safe. I still just wonder if one day are they going to just bite my ankles off. Yeah, I hate that bit of snow. The amount of times I got stuck on there. Oof. Grandmother hasn't done the sweeping out here. What's she playing at? I'm going to slurp my drink. I was about to say, we'll hear the cougar in a second. There it is. Do be a little bit careful because it might actually be able to smell me from here. I may be heading over. I'm going to keep over this side. Not trust a wolf. When you do, it'll jank up and get you for sure. Yeah. I did see a clip on Reddit recently. Not that I browse Reddit regularly. I was looking something up about wolves, and a clip popped up. And it was where someone had a flare on the ground. They aimed at a wolf, and it charged at them. And went into struggle. And I was trying to work out what triggered it. And I couldn't quite tell. I have a feeling maybe it was coming out of being scared when they actually aimed the stone, and then when they moved, maybe it somehow then went into struggle. I don't know. It was very odd. And loads of people were saying really incorrect things about how wolves work in the game in the comments, because of course they did. Right, trailer's there. Thing is, we could actually grab the food from that trailer. Because there's no workbench in there anymore, so that trailer's not, it's not got any use to me. Just wondering if I can go, can you go up this log? To get up here? Yeah. Yeah, go over this way. Nice. Yeah, this trailer's not got really any use to me anymore because we took the workbench vice from here, so we cut up the workbench. So we don't really need that much food here. Let's look inside, see what we've left. Not much, it turns out. Okay, never mind. But we could grab some of this food from outside. It doesn't matter if I smell. Because realistically, in HRV, we can get to cover pretty quickly. It's amazing how long food lasts, condition-wise, isn't it? I mean, I don't remember putting that deer meat there, but it's still fresh. Unfortunately for you, Panda, I was looking at chat. Nice try. Alas. Earwax. And there's no wolves that spawn to the left there, but come on. Come on. I should really do like a little thing where people get rewarded if they do actually catch me off guard. That wolf noise sounded louder than usual. There's also a delay. Yes, there is a delay. So if I'm looking at chat and I see it pop up, then I'll notice it in time with the delay. But it has got me before, the animal sounds. I think most of the animal sounds have got me at one point or another. Just realised I brought too many of my sticks with me from grandmother's. Oh well. Save our lantern fuel as well by using the torch, I guess. That wolf isn't interested in me. There we go. Does anyone know if this wolf is like reset the timer until I get charged? I assume it does, but I just had a thought that maybe it doesn't. Maybe it carries over the timer from the other wolf where it will actually go to charge. Why is there accelerant here? Right, we're going to leave some food at this end. Yeah, just leave a kilo of meat here. That way if I come in here, I've got access to that. Yeah, I'd love to like fully understand the wolves in this game. It would be nice. It's one of those where I think a lot of people think they know roughly how they work, but in reality, you don't know exactly. Become like a full-on wolf. What do you call it? People who zoologists become like a wolf zoologist, like the Diane Fossey of wolves, but in a video game. That's what I would do if I had the temperament for it. You do get a good chunk of coal in this cave. You get more coal in this cave than the small mine in Coastal Highway. Right. Yeah, because we've got like no food over here. Yeah, 182 calories of food. So glad we brought this stuff over. I mean, I could just keep going, right? We could head into HRV. Get down to the ice cave and then sleep in there. I don't hate that idea, you know. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's keep these good vibes going. We like good vibes. I understand the wolves in the game. I don't think the team understands the wolves. It's like beachcombing. I'd love to like really know the ins and outs of beachcombing, like fully. Ah. Okay. So we've lost our torch because it's so windy, because it's HRV, and HRV is really windy if you don't know. But that's okay, I think, because I'm not carrying any more meat on me. And what we'll do, I need to decide, do I want to go to the bunker or do I want to go to the ice cave? If I don't have a torch, maybe the bunker's better, but then I think I left more stuff in the ice cave. Bed in the bunker as well, so I could save my bedroll. Let's go for the bunker. Oh. Yeah, the wind's changed direction. I think I clocked something that's happening. Indeed. Okay, that's fine. Something to keep in mind, whenever you get out the wrong weapon or light source or whatever, if you're just walking somewhere anyway, Jesus Christ, if you're just walking somewhere anyway, it's a lot faster to just switch through your items until you get the one that you need, rather than going into your inventory and equipping it or using the radial menu. Because I do see people do that sometimes. They'll get out the wrong thing and then they go into their inventory and then they click use on the other thing. But they just can't then carry on walking. It's things like that. It's really little, but it can just help out, you know, gets you to somewhere faster, means you're not burning as many calories or whatever. It's little things like that that I think are quite nice to try and do. Now, hopefully this Aurora lasts all night, so I get a clear day tomorrow. It's been a little while since being in HRV. I'm not really a fan of it as a region. I know a lot of experienced players like it, so maybe that that tells you that I'm not experienced, I suppose. Banana? Okay. I like how there's just like no context, just banana. Oh dear. There you go. Eat up, lemur. And got a banana. It's quite far away from them, actually. I appreciate you feeding lemur a banana. Need that potassium. That's what you get from bananas, isn't it? Now you best know I am not going to go looking for caches in HRV during an Aurora. Absolutely screw that. Not experienced, you? Okay, if you're not experienced, I'm pre-start school this game. I guess it depends on your definition, because I actually have a lot less hours than a lot of people you'll see playing the game on Twitch. But I play a lot of video games. So understanding how video games works comes more naturally to me, I guess, even if I've not necessarily played the game as much. And it's a game I spend a lot of time on. Oh, should we see if we can get the fun animation? That would be cool. Take these torches to break down when we're inside. Come on, please do it. Yay! This is the only one I've ever gotten it to work on. I love that little hop she does. But yeah, no, I do know a lot about the game. Yeah. I'm not trying to disparage anyone else's skill level by what I've said there. Right. So we do have a workbench here. The Aurora will light up the bunker in a bit, so I'm going to wait for that to happen, and then we can have a little look round. Ah, 104 rose hips. I will take those with me, for sure. And we'll leave a little bit of food here. I don't need to leave much because I've got that rabbit outside. Cloth. 30 minutes. Sure, I've got nothing better to do. Nice. Okay, and we can actually see as well. There's lots of cloth in here, isn't there? You can't take this with you, can you? No. Can you walk through this? No, you can't. Alright. Might as well gather this up because cloth is a nice thing to have, especially in HRV where you've got limited cloth. Because you've obviously got no buildings to work with. Don't know how much scrap metal there is here either. We'll get the radio so we can sleep to some Beethoven. Whoever it is. Wagner. Is it Wagner? Bach? I can't remember. The amount of times I'm like, which one is it? Oh, dear. Yeah, just wanted the scrap metal. Aha, there is in the form of a bucket. Could take that back as well. Not too fussed about scrap metal. I mean, I don't know if I should be more worried about collecting scrap metal or cloth, for instance. Both you can get from beachcombing. Cloth you get more often, but you use cloth up more often, so... Oh, we've got another radio. That turns off the other radio, doesn't it? Yeah, you can only have one radio active at a time, I think. Obviously got a crate there. Does it have anything underneath? No. This is cloth, isn't it? Yeah. Pillows, cloth as well. I'm sure I've done a decent job of actually looting the place, but... yeah, not much in the way of scrap metal, but yeah, quite a few cloth things. Wow, you can get a lot of cloth, but it does take a while. Obviously getting up later in the day works for me, so... almost looks like there should be something hidden under there.
I need to find a place to rest.
Yeah, we're fine, we're fine. Right, there we go. We'll, okay, I have to use my knife for that. Well, we won't do that. Well, I've got a load of cloth from here. We can leave some of that behind. Got a bucket as well. How much do you weigh? Kilo. Yeah, I don't want to take that back. And I don't have a hacksaw on me, I'm guessing. We've got a lot of wood to... torches to break down, but... honestly, I think I might just leave them here. This is a nice spot to be. Obviously, it's the only building in HRV, if you count this as a building. I don't know why we leave the bloody hatch open when we come down here. But yeah, it's the only building we've got. Let's leave some more cloth here. And, you know what, let's nip outside and grab this rabbit meat. Just so I don't have to go outside and eat it whilst I'm getting cold. Lovely. Not that it gives much. You know, that time you could have not shut the door. That would make sense. Maybe when we're not down there, but when I'm just stepping out for a second. Oh dear, silly Astrid. Yeah, I won't break down this cloth. I guess I'll just leave that here. Right, what kind of stuff do I want to get out of here? I mean, some of the birch saplings would be a good idea, because I will actually use those at some point. Same with the maple. We can leave the sticks that we've been gathering all day. Do I want to fix all my rabbit stuff? No, I don't, so we can leave that. Antibiotics, no. We can take some of the reishi with us. I might actually, you know what, let's actually do 2 trips, and let's take stuff back halfway to the cave to Milton, and then I can come back into HRV and grab the other stuff from... from the ice cave. I think that might be a good idea. I'm not going to go as far as like make a spare bow here or anything like that. This is not a proper base. This is just a base here. Probably better to do this as my main base. I don't think any wolves actually get in your way this way either. I'm just leaving some of this stuff behind. Okay, let's have a sleep. See where we're at in the morning. Listen to some piano for bed. That should give you some sort of bonus as well. You listen to some nice classical music and feel better. Okay, lovely. Now I can hold off on actually eating because we've got more meat around the place. We've got some in the ice cave. We've got some cougar meat, I think, in there, maybe. And obviously stuff we left before. Right. I'm going to leave this stuff here. It's another bloody blizzard, I'm pretty sure. Maybe you could read more efficiently if you read while listening to the music. Yeah, actually, I wanted to help. Like, classical music does supposedly help your... Or rather, I think classical music doesn't interrupt your workflow. Music with lyrics does, because you start listening to the lyrics. But yeah, maybe that would be nice. I don't know. Reading something that I feel like could be overhauled in the game as well. The fact that you just have to restart if you don't do the full hour. If you do 59 minutes and 59 seconds, you have to restart. It's silly. Also be cool to have like recipe books. I'd like that. Let's make some bandages and leave those here as well. I like to have pre-made bandages in places because, you know, say you're bleeding out, you don't want to then have to spend an extra 10 minutes breaking down the bandages, really. Right, and I also need to leave... We'll leave some of the old man's beard here in case I ever need old man's beard whilst we're here. You know, this is basically our mini base in this region. I don't know what I've got written at the moment for it. Joshua Valley. I've just said both have loot. Well, let's say Bunker Gamma is Mini B. There you go. Which is just where I'm keeping my stuff. Actually, no, it's not even a mini base. It's just where I've got some stuff to survive. Yeah. After working retail, all music becomes background noise. Your brain either adapts to survive the retail song list, loses its moles. Those are Halloween decoration custom streams. Too early for Christmas songs. Yeah, I get that. I'm very lucky that I haven't ever worked a job where there's music playing in the background. You're just listening to music in a shop. That would drive me insane. And one of the many reasons why I couldn't work in a position like that. And I'm very glad that I haven't had to. Right, we've got ads coming up, guys. Ads in a couple minutes. Be pre-warned. We'll see if we can get back to the cave to Mountain Town. Aha, clear day. We'll see if we can get back to the cave to Mountain Town, and then that'd be a good place for the ads. But now that I'm stopping to light a fire, it seems unlikely. Never forget, it's so funny, but last April, Twitch was giving me Christmas ads one day. Really? Twitch is silly. I'll try to leave more coal over here, and at the other one as well. I just want to go grab some more sticks. Yeah, let's leave a few more coal here. I don't think there's anything else I want to take back from here, though. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's take back the bucket. We might as well. We've got space at the moment. Yeah, let's go for it. And then I could also grab some more torches off this fire because we're a little bit low on torches. Ban Twitch. Can you imagine? It just shuts down the whole website. Like, no, Banner, what have you done? Alright. 17 minutes. Well, we got two crappy ones, and the wind's blowing right in my face. Oh, happy days. Let's trick the wind by heading this way. And it'll be like, haha, you're going this way. And I'm going to be like, oh, no, actually, I'm not. Okay, well, bye-bye, torch. We like that one game with the bucket. The one game with the bucket? What's the game with the bucket? You're an office worker named Stanley, you have a bucket. Oh, the Stanley Parable? I don't remember the bucket being a crucial part of that game. But then again, I never played through it fully. I only played little bits and I watched someone play it. So that may be why. It was that sequel? Maybe. Right, Twitch ads are starting. Don't worry, you're not going to be missing out on much. There should be no dangerous wildlife up here. I'm just going to head back to the cave. And I'll see you after the ads. Right, now those stinky people are gone. Am I right, guys? Nice little trek back up here. I don't think any wolves spawn on this section. I think they maybe do on the lake. I think the third cougar spawns on that lake as well, from memory. Am I making that up? It's somewhere around there. It still says ad starting soon, so I shouldn't have called them all stinky people, should I? Fool I was. Also, my trick didn't work. I didn't get an ad. Oh, crap. We heard you. Oh, no. Guys, abort. Shit. Oh, dear. No, you're not stinky. I'm joking. Oh, there you go. Ads are going. See ya. You're all a sub. Oh, dear. Right. I wouldn't mind grabbing one of these deer. If the wind dies down, when I'm coming back, we could get one of these deer. That would be nice. Or if I can kill a deer and it's in wind chill protection, like this stag might be, depending on which way it walks after it comes out of being scared. And then we could just secure some more food for here. I'm hoping that's in wind chill protection, but I don't know. If it's not, well, bugger me. Okay, bugger me. Oh, bugger me. Is this just too steep? Oh. After I said there'd be nothing dramatic, we just did an epic shot on that deer.
Perfect.
Right. I'm not convinced that is in wind chill protection. I think more than likely the wind's just fluctuating. But I've got so much coal. Okay. I mean, I was right, but being right doesn't make you feel that good when you being right is still... Okay, what I'm going to do is light a fire here and put coal on it. And then what I think I'll also do is see if I can put a bit of coal on this once the wind dies down, maybe. Okay. So that's happening. Let's just do some water on here. Warm up a little bit. Got debated. Yeah, I thought the deer was closer to the edge, but no, it wasn't. Alas, earwax. Are you fluctuating at all? Really? How come I was able to light the fire? Riddle me that, Batman. Right, let's just get a kilo of meat off, and then take that up to the other fire, maybe warm up a little bit. It's no longer a clear day, or am I just in the shadow? It's no longer a clear day. Well, all the more reason to have this fire then. Ah, dear. Welcome back, people who are in ads. I appreciate you sticking around during them. If you did stick around, if you didn't stick around, that's fine. Does the wind change direction again? It might have, you know. Got an ad for erection pills. That was nice. Well, you never know, right? You never know. Twitch ads are maybe some of the least specific I've ever seen when I do get them. They can be a bit all over the place. Sticking around or stinking around. Hey, nice one, Cos. Get them. Cos is an elitist and doesn't like anyone who gets ads. Cos is the problem, it's not me, I swear. Right, got 30 minutes. Let's see if we can get a bit more on this deer. I don't mind getting a bit cold, but I don't want to get that cold. It's a blizzard. I mean, I'll finish this because we're not that far, so I don't really care. I might have to just accept we can't get the rest of that deer. Right, well, we'll warm up a little bit, and then what I'll do is I'll head round back to the cave. Well, I timed that well with the ads, didn't I? I've also got my bucket for meat. I'm going to stick all my meat in the bucket. Now, something that's worth keeping in mind with the blizzard, it can be really hard maintaining a fire in a blizzard, because blizzard wind direction changes a lot, and it will go every direction. So it's a really good idea, if you have a fire, try and light it in a place that's protected from multiple angles if you're in a blizzard. You know, even if you're not in a blizzard, it's a good idea to do that, obviously, for wind, but... I think what I'll do is finish this, put a bit of meat on here, and then I'm just going to leave these to cook. And then head back to the cave, because we're really close. If you don't know, we're just round the corner here. You're in the ads. We just killed the deer by the waterfall. We just got to go around that corner over there. I've got 23 minutes, so I can take off 30 minutes of the fire. There's a chance it doesn't finish, of course, because the blizzard blows it out, but there's no harm in leaving it on. Oh, never mind, I'm an idiot. The blizzard is really cold as well, so don't forget your fire's going to extend out by a lot. I just want to make sure it's ahead of the meat. Yeah, okay, cool, because fires seem to not extend out if you're not in the same area as them. Sure, we've got a stick, because we used one up, obviously, so that fire, or two. And you're a deer enjoying the majesty of nature, observing the power of the waterfall, and then suddenly lemur. And the worst bit is, I'm not even harvesting all of it because of the blizzards. I just took a chunk of your meat and then left the rest of you there. What a way to go. I'm not going to spend ages picking up sticks out here. Literally just ones that are right on my path I'm grabbing. Because every single second you're out in a blizzard, your clothes are getting deteriorated by a lot. So you really want to avoid spending time out in a blizzard. Even if you know where you're going, even if you're warm enough, even if you've got lots of condition. You know, losing your clothing condition is not good, ever. Right. Definitely worse times it could have hit, but at the same time, stopping me being able to harvest that full deer is a shame. But I didn't freak out and cancel the meat harvesting, so, which I think is important to remember. You know, it's okay to be out in a blizzard for a little bit, because that's going to help me down the line. Does it matter if you're in wind protection at all for blizzard clothing damage? I don't know. I don't actually know, because I don't know the exact mechanics for it. I don't know if being by a fire protects you from the blizzard clothing damage. I don't know if being inside a car protects you from the blizzard clothing damage. Because as far as I know, being in a car, you still get the outdoor clothing damage. So I could believe you still get the blizzard clothing damage. I don't know, I'm afraid. But it is a really good question, Jeff. It's a really good question, and would be one that would be great to know the answer to. So if anyone does know, please do tell. But it's something that's just very hard to test, you know? Yes, it's funky for sure. Right, we're going to drop off some stuff in here. I just need to find somewhere where I will put my bedroll. Okay, cool. Back there works. So then we can drop stuff on the snow, I guess. Is there anything worth repairing? Yeah, we can get our socks. I think literally all of it. We're going to leave it all here, apart from the rose hips, because I don't want to pick them all up. That'll take a lot longer. Because we're going to be going back into HRV to go get the stuff from the ice cave. torches. Let's also break down any ruined torches we've got, just to clear a bit of space. Yeah, it's one of those things, the being in windshield protection, you know, with a blizzard, and if it affects your clothing. It's one of those many things that I really wish I had a better grasp of. That it's one of those times that I do feel like I'm a less experienced player, just because there's so much stuff you could know about this game, and I wish I did. Right. Let's also drop a little bit more of the food here. Should be good. Okay, let's hope this blizzard doesn't go on too long, because however long it goes on for, it's going to depend on then if I can get back out of HRV in one night, if I can get back down to Grey Mothers before tonight. We'll see. Because if I knew, I'd either hang out in blizzards more or less, depending on the answer, of course. Yeah, for sure, yeah. Like there, was I, yeah, could I have stayed by that fire for longer? Could I have cooked up more of my food? It would definitely make gameplay decisions, you know, you make more informed gameplay decisions. Right. Been very unlucky with blizzards recently, I feel. But so is life. It's on 30 degrees, which is nice. Missing 1 degree on these two items here. Plus 0.3, plus 0.2, plus 0.5, plus 0.2, plus 0.1, plus 0.1, plus 0.1. Yeah. Like, my max realistically is 31 degrees, but I'd have to use up a lot of resources to keep repairing clothes to keep it at that amount. But with the bear coat, I can now be consistently 30 degrees warmth bonus, which is nice. Before, with my wolf coats, it was 28 was realistically what I'd normally be on. Which makes sense, because the bear coat is 2 degrees warmer than the wolf coat, right? Yeah. 6 degrees versus 4. Deteriorates a lot slower as well, which is really nice. I think that's the blizzard ending. Yeah, I think so. That was actually a really quick blizzard, if it was. That's really nice. Let's double check. If it's a clear day, we could go back and cook more of that deer meat. It is a clear day, is it? Don't be tricked. I know it's making the blizzard wind sound effect, but it's not actually a blizzard. There you go. Okay, not a clear day. The reason why it looked like a clear day is because that's what it was when the blizzard started. And the blizzard was basically overriding the weather. So even though it was a clear day, the blizzard takes precedent. Bit windy, but it doesn't really matter because it's not blowing in my face. We're going to head down to the ice cave, grab stuff out of there. Yeah, see how we do. Don't think there's literally anything else in HRV to collect. You know, it's not even like some of the other regions where there's cloth I've left behind in houses, because, you know, there's not. Obviously, there's that bit of cloth that we didn't break down in the bunker, but I'd eventually use that there if I decided to come back, and obviously for repairs and things. But yeah, we've got all the plants and whatever. I got the cache here from memory, I believe, as well. Can't remember what was in it. The only other thing would be, and something I have thought about is, if I want to do it going forward, is mapping out all of the areas. Because that'd be a kind of a fun thing to do. You know, that's something realistically I could do just to kill some time. You know, much like looting the entire world. It's not going to do anything for me, really. But it's something to do. So I might do that. Right, I like to head down this way towards the ice cave. You can stay out of trouble being up here. And then we're going to drop down, go along the pathway towards it. I can have a run-in with the bear here as well. And a couple of wolves. We should have to go this way and remain mostly out of the way of anything too scary. And with any luck, We could get back to Greymothers today, but we'll see how we go. I think the easiest part to come down is around here, isn't it? Do you go in this corner from memory? Yeah. So all I'm doing is I'm crouching down. Okay, we've gone to overcast day now instead of snow. All I'm doing is crouching down, and that way I don't actually jump too far forward. Can be a wolf here, unfortunately. You probably can go down over that bit quite reliably as well. I think you go down the cliff face to the right, from memory. But if we run into a wolf, it's fine. We'll deal with this as it comes. Unfortunately, the wind is going to be blowing in my face as we get to the ice cave as well. Hello, snow chickens. How are you doing? If I was leaving, then I would grab one. But given I'm going to be still around wildlife for a bit here, I kind of don't want to. Right, down this way. Wind has died down. Beautiful. And we're not going to run into a wolf down here either. See if we can stay out of the wind, even if it has died down. Okay. Wonder what's the best way for me to get out of here? Come back the way we came, or go all the way to the ice cave? I mean, we might run into Sketchy in the ice cave, of course. Which I don't want to do that. Indoor wolves are a whole other kettle of fish that I don't like to interact with. Okay. The other reason I'm not really a fan of HRV is I don't find it particularly pretty. Like, don't get me wrong, it still looks nice because it's the long dark, but compared to other regions, I feel like I've always thought it looks kind of like, yeah. A lot of it you can't see. A lot of it is just like these rocks with snow on top. You know, there's some nice bits like the waterfalls, but you know, as an overall region, it's no Ash Canyon or Sunder Pass or whatever. Right. Let's get the lantern out. Just have a little look to see if this is the only stuff I've got here. I don't want to wander off. Okay, I've got a book and some wood. Okay. I don't mind leaving a bit more coal here, because this is a spot I come back to. Pry bar. We'll take that home with us. That actually has a use. Wouldn't mind grabbing a couple of torches. Get all of this. We might as well take the feathers, because we can't even use them here. Can't use those saplings. Okay, this is going to be annoying. I'm going to put this away whilst I get these. And I'll schlep my water whilst we do this. There's a lot of old man's beard in HRV, isn't there? Alright, we'll make sure we leave 3 bits, though. Wow, 75. Well, it would have been 72 because I had 3 on me, I think. Cool. I don't have food. Nune, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate that. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome on in. How you doing? What were you up to? I think Sketchy does still spawn. After talking the other day about I haven't seen Sketchy in ages. Well, somehow Sketchy returned. Okay, right, cool. Well, let's get out of here then. I'm definitely not going back through the cave system. It sounds like, or it seems like we didn't actually have that much stuff here. Not as much as I expected. I mean, we did have a lot of Old Man's Beard, and it's nice to get another pry bar, because they are not renewable pry bars, so... Pleasant Valley almost lost well fed, and that's foggy. Oh. Well, to be fair, there is one worse weather than fog in Pleasant Valley. Well, technically two. If it's foggy, it means it's not windy, but then again, it does mean you can't map. And also, it's not a blizzard. Sketchy stole it all. Do you think Sketchy's like a dragon, like hoarding it all, maybe? Ugh. No, mapping Pleasant Valley is very rough. That's funny, because that's what Sen is doing at the moment as well, I believe. Also, hello, anyone who's come in from Noonday Stream. I hope you guys had a nice time over there. I'm Lima JJ. I play mainly The Long Dark, mainly Interloper. Well, pretty much exclusively Interloper. We're doodling. Yeah, we're doing a long-term Interloper run at the moment on stream. We're 600 days in. This is day 601, actually. They be lurking. They be lurking. Oh, look. A little raptor's been across here. Or they're little arrows telling me where to go, maybe. Oh, no. I see what it is. Do you want to grab a ptarmigan? I feel like my ptarmigan down is limited. It's limited in Mountain Town a little bit. I don't know if I've been collecting as much as I could. Yeah, I do long-term Interloper stuff mainly, and we do some other games every now and then. Check little birds, I love them. They're great, aren't they? They're fun. We might have to just ditch this one that I picked up though, because yeah, I'm going to be heading into bear and wolf territory over here, so I might need it as a gift. I always forget where I can actually climb up. Any bears? Who am I kidding? This bear always spawns in. I don't think this bear can ever despawn, actually. Well, obviously if you kill it, but... like I always see this bear here. Maybe not. Ah, this tree here. This is how you get up. I don't know if there's any way to goat up sooner. There might be. If anyone knows, let me know. Yeah, I don't know if you can get up there at all. I think I've tried a few times and I've never managed it. Yeah, this tree is the way I'll normally go. And it's looking pretty good to get back to Grandmother's. I'm not sure if I want to leave the ptarmigan down here, though. Just a couple, if we ever need to repair our insulation. Nah. Although I don't want to take the ptarmigan all the way back to Grandmother's, come to think of it. Because we'll have a lot of company then. Prioritising the stone before the grab. You see, it was big brain, because I knew I had just enough time to get the stone and then get the ptarmigan. And I would have looked like a right idiot if I'd missed the stone and then the ptarmigan had woken up and run away. Oh dear. That ptarmigan went down. Very good. I appreciate the pun. Very clever. Too bad I literally have to walk to the western side of Zoc to find some. Yeah, I did notice that when I was in Zone of Contamination, as rough as a lot of it can be in terms of having to deal with the wolves and the chemical spills, the west side of the map is really nice. It's really good for wildlife. You've got lots of cattails over there for when you first go through. You've got bear spawn. You've got access to one of the mine sections. Yeah, it's really, really nice. But yeah, it's a little bit of a walk from the concentrator. Yeah, you won't be getting there quickly for sure. Okay. So this is a better vista of HRV. You don't get many regions like this where you can look down kind of like into the bowl that HRV is compared to other regions. But still, I prefer most other regions for how they look. Most of the animals are there too. Yeah, exactly. If you want to get a deer, you've got to go west. I don't think there's literally a deer like in the central strip or the east side of the map from memory. Oh, let's go see if our deer meat finished cooking as well. I shouldn't have to worry about any wolves finding me up here, I don't think. Just that rock has got a giant letter A on it. What does that mean? A for Astrid. Did I graffiti that? Yeah. Now, it's worth keeping in mind. If you go to Zone Contamination, check out the west side. That's where you'll get your food, because you can't eat the poison wolves and you're not going to find enough cattails on the rest of the map to survive. Yep. Get all the snow chickens over there. Little burps. Let's go check this deer. If the deer is still there, would I like to... Yes, the deer is still there, because I can see the birds. Would I like to get the rest of the meat off of it? Yeah, I think I would, actually. And then maybe we just spend a night in the cave, and I could harvest the ptarmigan and not smell when we head back. But we could take the down with us. I don't think there's any point leaving down here. I'd rather leave it at Grandmother's, and then if I thought that was a wolf prowling up towards me. It's a doe. I'd rather leave it at Grandmother's, and then if I'm like, oh, I need to have some ptarmigan down in HRV, I just take it with me. I think that's a good idea. Right. I am going to drop my ptarmigan. Let's drop it next to the deer, though. Right. Do I want to take some guts up there? Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll take a gut. And then that way, if I could always do some sort of repairs or something, we'll take the deer hide as well. Oh, I was about to say, why is it taking 56 minutes to get the hide by hand? As far as I know, there's no wolf spawns nearby, so I'm not worried about dropping my meat. Oh, the wind's gone away as well. Lovely. Okay. Alright, let's eat some of this food just to ditch some weight, because then we can drink some water.
Wonder if I can drop any of this here.
They're a little bit heavy, but that's fine. We're very, very smelly. But no wolves can get up the way we came, because they can't come up the logs. The only wolves could come all the way from down in the valley over there, in which case they'd have to come all the way up here, and they'd have to pass by the deer and eat the deer before they got to me, so we should be fine. Oh yeah, the bear that people called Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. Oh yeah, do you set up a snow shelter to go fishing over there? You can't, because you can fish in zone contamination if you don't know. Although it's contaminated, all you have to do is bear in mind if you're using tip ups. I think you can only use 4 tip ups at a time before you get diminishing returns, rather than 6. It might even be 3 tip ups. Double check, look it up. But yeah, that is a thing. Right, I think I'll leave the raw food out here. Got this animal fat as well. Take the ptarmigan meat inside. Or the ptarmigan inside, sorry. Yeah, let's harvest this. I'm not too worried about time, so I'm just going to do it all by hand right now. Plunged into darkness. Right. Okay. And then what we'll do is I'll drop couple bits of the ptarmigan meat here, or both bits of the ptarmigan meat rather. We'll drop the guts, drop the food, and then we'll take back saplings. Take back the mushrooms. Pretty heavy. Obviously, I'm quite happy leaving some cloth here. Another entrance on the western side? Yeah, you've got the transition cave between all the regions as well. Okay, let's leave some water. We'll grab the old man's beard. We had what, like 50 bits here or something? Like 40 something? Which means we got over 100 lichen from here, which is cool. As I said, I don't mind leaving a bit of cloth. And we'll leave the food here, and just take a little bit more water, and let's go through the mine. Do I want to take some of the cured meat back? Yes. I'll leave one bit here. Cool. Because that's nice, obviously, then. If I want to go back into HRV, I've got a little bit of food I can carry that won't smell as I head into it before I go hunting or something. That's the idea. The miner's footpath, there's another way to access floor 3 of the mine. Yes, there is, isn't there? Come out in a little passagey way. It's got a little bridge next to it from memory, I believe. It's nice. One of the easier Far Territory maps to kind of like work out in your head what you're doing with it. Well, is that true? I guess Forsaken Airfield, you can obviously just kind of really see, as long as it's not foggy or a blizzard, you can kind of just see where you could be heading at any given time. And Sunder Pass is kind of the same. Like, Sunder Pass is so linear, which is fine. Like, I don't mind that, but, yeah. How far do I want to head back tonight? Should we try just get all the way back to Greymothers? We could give it a go. How dark is it? You know what? I don't like walking in this weather. I don't want to do it. We'll just sleep here tonight. No need to push it. It is very open. It's very, very open. Let's find somewhere we can plop our bed. Cool. There. But I'm not going to put it down just yet. Okay, we can update our notes for HRV then, because we've just sorted that out. I don't need to say that loot. They're just places I've got written here have like some medical supplies. Yeah, majority of loot, majority of loot and medical items, because they're the kind of things I might need in the region. So it's good to know. I believe Full Muskeg has one sapling left to cut down that I left. Might be wrong. Okay. Everywhere else is done though, except Far Territory. Oh, and I've got to get the cloth in Milton at some point. We could do that. We could do that whilst we're here. Why not? Nice to spend some time in other regions, because I've got to head back to Coastal Highway to get salt for camp office anyway. So we're going to be back there before we know it. Okay. I think that's all good. As long as it's light, I don't mind heading out. So we can be up in the morning. So I pretty much could sleep now, actually. Pretty much there. Let's go for it. I'll sleep 9 hours. And that should get us nearly there. Although I can't sleep quite 9 hours, so maybe not. I mean, if it's a clear night, I don't mind heading out as well. Yeah. Let's have a little look. If it's snowing,
I
though.
could use a drink.
Okay, I don't mind heading back like this. It's only one chevron down at the moment. Wow. And we won't eat the food that we've left in the cave. We'll go grab some food from the trailer as we walk past it, or we'll just get the food back at Grandmother's. I do like the mornings on a clear night. It is one of my favourite times to actually be up, provided, you know, I've either had enough sleep or I've been up all night. It's a fun time to be up. It's the very early hours of the morning. So quiet. Get nice lighting. Yeah, I hate the glimmer fog in FA. It's one of the main reasons I had to rush out of it in the end. But I did get everything there except some cattails. But we don't talk about the cattails that I left behind. Okay. The wolves are all howling to each other. Let's leave them be. That's a deer down there, I believe, so I don't mind walking into that. These zone contaminants actually have glimmer fog. You have multiple access to mine. Yeah. I also just barely ever got glimmer fog in zone of contamination. I ended up spending a lot of time in zone of contamination without any glimmer fog, which was a nice treat. I think I've only ever had it once whilst I was there, and I was right next to the mine, so I just went down into it for a bit. And it might have actually been the first time we went there. Wind's picking up. It's going to slow me down. What are we doing today? I think maybe I do go and collect cloth from around Mountain Town. From around Milton, sorry. It's not a terrible use of our day. At all. I've got to get past these wolves again, though, on the other side of the bridge, which is quite annoying. I might just kill them, because then I don't have to worry about them as well whilst I'm walking about. Oh, gosh. Yep. I remember that map. It's a big old map. Big old map for a big old mine. Gosh, Cougar, no one likes you. There's one of the wolves. Where's the other one? I don't recommend doing this. Running into unknown territory. Bad idea. Just gonna reset this wolf on me. Let's get into Grandmother's because we need to drop off stuff anyway before I go ripping up cloth. Maybe I should have brought more of the coal back with me, but it's fine. Okay. Right, lovely. Alright, have I got any clothes that need repairing just while we wait for the actual light? Yeah, I could do the wolf pants. I don't suppose I've got cougar hide here, do I? Don't think we've ever killed the cougar here. Oh no, we did kill the cougar here, my bad. Oh, we do have a cougar hide here. Nah, it seems kind of silly to use it up now. We could get the wolf stuff though and do that. See, wolf pelts are a bit easier to come by. Right, is it morning yet? It is. Cool. Still only on 30, but that's fine. I think we got 0.4 back from that, from memory. Right, I'd like to take the hatchet back with me. I'm dying. Yeah, we did. We spent a lot of time making this place look nice, but I've got a load more stuff to drop off now. After all that effort we went to last time. Well, last time we were here, I suppose. I'm just going to cover the floor and stuff again. I might put my ptarmigan down somewhere. In here. Lovely. It's also our cloth as well. Oh, I was gonna leave that deer hide in the cave system. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. Forever. Right, these are all things I want to take back, because I'd like to take back the rose hips. Although I do want to leave some rose hips here. We don't want to completely deny ourselves of rose hips. So let's leave the 100 rose hips here. Why not? It's a hard job to make any base look good. Really. If anything, I feel more intimidated too now with all the base customization stuff. Let's put away some of these sticks. I end up with a lot of sticks here, because I think this cabinet's full, right? Yeah, got 160 sticks. Right, we can drop off some of the torches as well. Okay, pry bar I wouldn't mind taking back to Quonset, because they are limited, and you never know. If I'm ever going to use them up, it's going to be in a coastal region where I'm using pry bars to open up lockers, because that's the only real use I should use them for nowadays. It's bloody dark down there. Yeah, it is. Is there any safe house customization in the mine at all? In any parts of it? I know it's in the buildings over top, but I assume you can't do any actually down in the mine. Okay. Is all of this ruined? Yeah. Alright, I think I'll try get some... Nope, fair enough. Maybe I'll try get some of the cloth, as I say. I don't mind spending another day here, that would be fine. I'll drop off the reishi. I'm not too fussed about taking those back home. Now let's drop off most of the stuff, and then I'll work out deliberately what I take. Stuff in here is stuff I really do want, though. Same with the hatchet. Like, I don't mind if we leave the hatchet here, but it would be convenient to just have it in Mystery Lake, where I am actually more likely to use it. Okay. Do I leave this pry bar here? There's an argument to leave some pry bars around the world, just in case, you know, if they came out with another region, and, you know, it's at the end of Mountain Town, and it's like, oh, crap, I need to bring a pry bar so I can check lockers or whatever. You know, that's probably a good reason to leave some of them behind. There's a workbench down there, and a bed. Hey, that's all you need, isn't it? All the peaches I'd like to take back as well. Okay, so how much have we got in terms of weight then? So 14, and then that would be... So call that 15, 16, because each of these are half kilo, right? Yeah. 17 and a half kilos, which means I don't have enough weight space at the moment, so I'm going to have to leave some stuff behind. Although we do have a lot of cured meat I could leave here. Not that that would be enough. Or cattails. I don't care about taking the cattails back with me. We're nearly there. I'm sure we could make some space somehow. Foggy. Foggy, eh? Right, I think I'm literally just going to wander around houses, grab some cloth. Yeah. That kind of stuff. Can hoard a load of cloth then, and that way if I run out in coastal, we can always head to one of our other bases and be like, ah, yes, we left 5 billion cloth here. Oh, I'll take this calendar. That'd be nice to have for home. Because it'll let us mount stuff on the walls. Okay. Now, the problem is, these metal chairs, you can get cloth from them. So we're not going to be able to collect absolutely every little bit of cloth. I do like the wet floor signs. I'm going to take that. Actually, how heavy is it? Do I want to be taking that? 0.25. Yeah. Can you take these flags? You can. Like, explain to me how we can take a flag like this. It's got a massive flagpole, but we can't take, you know, a plastic container. What's that all about? Huh? Tell me. Tell me how. Like, you could take the actual cloth bit of the flag, but... You know what? I've changed my mind. We're not going to get cloth. I'm going to sleep, get some of our fatigue back, and then head out of here. Because what I don't want to happen is we end up stuck here, like in a blizzard or something. I need another green birch sapling to leave here. Because you never know. Oh, actually, do I want to leave... No, let's run this bow into the ground. Let's leave that one there. Okay. Oh, we've already got a calendar here. Okay, well, let's take the spare one with us. I'm going to leave the wet floor sign here. Careful, there's tinder plugs under there. They're wet. I ain't telling you nothing. What did I say? I can't remember what did I ask you to tell me something? We'll go base in the little depot, drop spots. Yeah? You certainly could. You do have to make a bed there, though. Unless you want to keep repairing your bedroll. Okay. Yeah, let's sleep. Couple hours. Get our fatigue up. Inevitably hear a blizzard start up and then cry. I want to take those with me. Right, can I make space for the peaches? Don't know that I can, you know. Maybe I'll leave them. The birch bark's more useful to me. We'll take 80 peaches back with us. There you go. Best I can do. Right, and then we'll go out here, and it definitely won't be a blizzard, and we can leave. Okay, good. That's nice. Okay. What I'm going to do is head back roughly the way we came into Milton, because then I'm less likely to bump into wolves. Because animal spawns don't change that often. I feel like they change less often than they used to. Ever since the wildlife update, it is something that I don't know that it's for certain. It does feel like animals don't change their spawns as often now. So you're more likely to find animals in the same spots over and over again that haven't despawned yet. So yeah, it's something I like to do is head back the way I came. With any luck, we won't find it. With any luck, we won't find any wolves. Of course, the other thing to do as well is always look out for the wildlife around you to know what wildlife isn't around. You know, if you see the rabbits here, you know you've not got wolves here. Either they're not taking up the spot or they're not nearby, because obviously the rabbits would be dead or running away from them. So other animals do give you info. And listening out for them as well, because you can't really hear rabbits. They do make noise, but they're very quiet. You have to be quite close to them to hear. But you can hear a deer, and if you can hear a deer in a certain spot that you know might be a wolf, then you can be like, oh, okay, then I know I don't need to worry about the wolf potentially being there. Sound is useful in this game. Game has good sound design, and I'll make use of it. The only place sound design is absolutely atrocious is inside caves, because for some reason wolves sound like they're being smothered. You cannot tell what they're up to. Right. Still no moose back here yet. It's a shame. We had it a couple of times, and it makes for a really nice, easy hunt. Like, I think probably the easiest moose to hunt in the game is this one. Because all you have to do is shoot at it, and then you can come back to this doorway and be safe here and not have to worry about it. I've also got this other pry bar here. I would like to take this back as well. We could leave more meat here. Do a good job sound, especially H love the ankle spraining sound. Yeah, it's brutal. It is brutal. Okay. Right, theoretically I can just goat down this rope. We'll see if that's true. I'd love to get rid of this bow as well. No offense to this bow. If I could get this bow all the way down to 1%, that would be great. It would then make it a sacred bow, but that's probably not going to happen. Right, I believe you just go left here, I think. Well, I hope so, because I'm going there now. I'm now not so convinced on this. Oh no, there we go. I think this is fine. Yeah, there we go like this. You can see our footprints forming beneath us, which is always a little bit terrifying. Okay, that's a fine fall. And then looks like we could go down here. Oh, that's fine. I will have to fix that up though before we climb. And hop down here, and then hop down here. Lovely. Right, which means we need to get another bandage because I do like to have a good amount of bandages. If I've got the painkillers, I'll take them as well, just because obviously it's annoying. I don't have painkillers. I need to pick up painkillers. I remember saying that last time I tried to use my painkillers. I was like, I need to remember to pick up painkillers. Did I pick up the painkillers? Did I? Fuck. Oh, the deer are here. Okay. Maybe this deer spawn here replaces that one up there. Normally you get like a group of 3 or so up there. My most brutal deaths are in Zoc, actually. That's fair. Oh, never mind. They're all around me. I'm being surrounded. The deer want my wallet. Right. Climbing area. Let's go. Let's go climbing. Oh my god, that deer scared me. Oh, never mind. No, look, the deer are up there as well. So there's 6 deer down here? Really? Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of deer. Almost too many deer. Right, let's head up and out of here. Bring back a couple pry bars, which is nice. Oh, I didn't end up bringing back any of the mushrooms or anything. That's fine. We brought them back to a place that I can more easily access than going all the way into HRV. I don't even know how many mushrooms I've used up in Coastal Highway and Quonset, because obviously we've been using them for Prepper's Pies. So maybe I do need to haul some back, but I mean, I'll have a look, and if they ever look like they're getting low, we know where we can get them. I mean, even more conveniently, we've got them in camp offices as well. Right, oh, I'm gonna have a slurp of my drink. And on we go to Mystery Lake. I'm pretty sure I got that shit right. I think I put it in the case and I grabbed it when we left. Pretty sure. So we can collect some furwood in Mystery Lake, so we can then make the meat curing box. Because it's Mystery Lake's close enough to the coastal regions that I feel like I can bring back salt, and it's not too much of a bother. So we're gonna work on that as our next thing. But obviously I'm quite full on stuff. Yep. So I can't really collect any furwood right now, because bear in mind, each fur limb you chop up gives you 3 fir wood, and they each weigh a kilo, so you're adding a lot. The good news is now we've got some food in Mystery Lake, I should have an easier time spending more time in it, and actually be able to eat some good food whilst we chop up our wood. Okay. Right, bye-bye, Mountain Town. I would say it was a pleasure, but it wasn't really. It was alright. Look, guys, you can see 2 train cars down there on the road. Why are they down on the road? Who knows? Although, actually, going to look at it, it does look like they've got tyres. It's a double truck. Double lorry truck or something. It's funny, that purple cabin, I think you can only find in one other place in the game, which feels a bit odd. But yeah, I think you can only find it one other place in the game. 50p for anyone who knows where it is. Right, let's eat a little bit of this food, just in case I end up kind of stuck in trappers or something. Right, probably not any cold in here, so I'm not going to bother getting my lantern out. We'll just walk on back. And I think I'll just aim for camp office. Obviously, we're going to be walking by Furwood as we go, but as I say, I can't really afford to pick it up. Got to be eating one of those pies there for the extra carry weight. Which cabin? Yep, the purple cabin for the lorry. It's kind of purplish blue. I think it's only in one other spot in the game. I think. I can only think of one place where I've seen it. But I have my doubts. You know, I don't want to make a definitive statement. Because there is a... Is there a cabin in Blackrock? By the lorry that's crashed there? I almost feel like you can't see the cabin. I feel like you can only see the trailer. And then there's a trailer in Bleak Inlet as well, but I think that's the only thing you can see. There's no cabin next to it. I'm purplish blue dabba dee dabba die. Indeed. Indeed you are, Jeff. Cool. Yeah, I think I'll just slog back over to camp office, drop stuff off. I don't know where furlims spawn in Mystery Lake, so I'm kind of hoping we can half scout out as we head back over. Broken Railroad? No. I can't think of one in Broken Railroad. Do you know there is one in Broken Railroad? Railroad? I don't think there is one. The one I'm thinking of is in Keeper's Pass North. So right next... sorry, no. Keeper's Pass South, sorry. Keeper's Pass South. There's like a landslide. And you see the lorry sticking out of it. Ads are starting soon. appreciate if you guys are able to stick around during the ads. If you're not able to, that is sad. Don't forget, you can always subscribe if you're able to. I've said able to too much now. If you're able to subscribe, you can, and then you won't get ads. But equally, you're welcome here if you do not. Forgot what a lorry it was? Yeah, sorry. That's why I kept saying cabin. A semi. A semi-truck. No. Cabin for a semi-truck. Would you even call them cabins? Because we would. Yeah, semi-truck cabin. The drivey bit of a lorry. Sorry, of a semi-truck. Keeps past by Sprackrock? Yeah, exactly. There you go, look, there's some fir wood here. Do you want to just grab this? Depends. Are there more bits of fir wood around here? I don't actually see any, so maybe I will grab this. And we'll go back a little bit slower. Because I've got an extra 3 kilos of weight on me, but now I can look for my 3 other limbs somewhere else. Maybe next to the cave? The one on the hill? Does that have fir wood? It has some sort of limbs up there I remember chopping up. But I don't remember. That's another one of those things that it would be good to know. It would be good to know all the limb placements. It's saplings as well. Like, I'm really bad at knowing where saplings are. I think they're going to see me. Yeah, I'm really bad at knowing where different saplings are. Yeah, these are all cedar. Are there any along the tracks? Maybe? There are limbs along the tracks, but are they fir? Once again, I never know what the difference is between the trees. Because they look like birch bark trees. Or birch trees, sorry. That's not fair. Ugh, okay, this might be harder than I thought. Did you get up there? Is there anything there? Oh, there's a fir. Well, you know what? Whilst I'm out here, let's get it. I'm going to get even slower, but... Ah, that healed my pain. Nothing like chopping up a bit of wood to get rid of your headache. Okay, that should just mean we need 2 more limbs. Because I don't think I had any fir limbs here, unfortunately. I probably hauled them back to Coastal Highway to do trades for peaches. I imagine. Right, let's... You just normal water? Yeah, okay. Let's grab that. Have a little schneckerel. We could go look up by the cave tonight. Yeah, that'll be fine.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Alright, and then we'll drop off stuff in here. All the many things we've brought back. Camera film. Got 1,191 rose hips. I can't put them in there. Shit. They wouldn't even fit in here. Okay, I need to take stuff out of here. Work out somewhere else to put it. Get rid of both of those, and then I can put these all in. Actually, I can't put all of them in there. Never mind. Right, birch bark. Okay, let's take the fir wood over. Oh wait, is this fir wood? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. So I actually only need one more. Obviously, if I can get more, would be better, because it'd be nice to have spare, so then I don't do the exact same thing I've done here, where I'm like, oh, I don't have enough. Okay, cool. Right, charcoal, you're going in here. Where I will forget about you and never use you, because I don't use charcoal. Oh, you know what? Stones, you can join them. You, I'm more likely to use, but equally I can just pick you up whenever I want. Okay, and we've got a calendar. Do I have a calendar here? I guess I don't. Okay, cool. We can leave this calendar here then. And then one more thing is I need bandages and I need painkillers. Honestly, I'll just take 2 with me. That'll be fine. Okay, let's go look for some fir wood. We can't make the meat curing box even once we get the wood, because we need to bring salt over as well. We've got the poopy wolf spawn right there. I wonder where my moose is in Mystery Lake, if anywhere. Hey, Yizzers. I don't see the chickens. Where are they? I hear them. Well, come on in. We're going on a wood hunt. And I'm getting my bow out because I'm going to shoot the wood. Good to see you as well. How's your day treating you? Did you see the dev diary for episode 5 has come out? We had a little look over it at the start of stream. Nothing too crazy in it, which is fine. I don't really care either way. I don't even know if there's fir limbs up here. If there's not, then we could go behind the cave and look around there, because I feel like there's limbs up there normally. Once again, I don't know which. I just remember I see vague wooden shapes on the floor. Ahaha, they are fur. Fantastic. Okay, cool. We can get a couple here then. I think I'll just grab both of these and then head back. And that gives me some spare, at least. Nice, we've got clear night. Cool, let's head on back. Can I grab a ptarmigan? Could do. I've got time to kill this evening. If I don't catch it though, that's because I didn't want it, okay? That's how it works. Just the one? No, there's 2 there. Got a rifle in the mine? Nice. Seems dangerous to have a rifle, you know, like sparks in a mine that's got coal in it. Seems like there was some poor safety management there. I didn't want the ptarmigan anyway, to be honest. It's fine. I hate that bug. I really do. So annoying. I got slightly possessed by the ptarmigan demon there. Don't mind me. Got a nice little bonus on my paycheck, straight to bills. That's always the way, isn't it? But hey, it's something. That's good. I'm glad you got a little pay bonus. Snow chickens, what are you doing, snow chickens? You deflate my rocks, you frickin' chickens. That's my little song, my little ballad to them. Would have been nice to grab a ptarmigan, because I've not got anything to do this evening. We'll just have to waste it, I suppose. One step close to financial freedom. Hey, every 10 cents bonus at a time. That'll get you there. We could cook up this food as well at some point. Obviously couldn't do it today, but right, let's break that down. Yeah, I don't think we've got anything we particularly need to do. Honestly, I think I might just sleep. Let's drop our wood off that we've collected. Somewhere over here where the fir wood is. There we go. And we'll also drop the hatchet as well somewhere. I'm going to drop it, but then what I'm going to do is pick it up and then move it roughly to over here where our tools are. Cool. And we'll leave that here. Take the peaches back with us. And it's a similar kind of thing. Do I want to take the rose hips back from here? We could leave them here. I don't need them all over in Quonset. Damn, users. Appreciate the 20 stream streak. Nice to have you around that long. Let's chow down on some of our food. Whilst I'm not in a rush, I'll eat the ruined stuff. I like to eat the non-ruined stuff. Just for convenience, because I can just press space when I click on it. You can't do that with ruined food. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying. But then again, you probably shouldn't be allowed to eat ruined food. Or rather, you should always have food poisoning risk with ruined food, but yeah. Did you hear that? One of the ptarmigans that flew away landed down here. Well, isn't that convenient? Let's just hope it's not the one with the shield that deflected the stone last time. It's good, isn't it, Northern? Cos did that. Oh, nearly ran away. Look away. Yes, there's a new channel point redeem where you can give Lima a snack. Gordon Ramsay can make anything into a delicious beef Wellington. That sounds like some sort of sleeper activation code, Jeff. Where's that come from? Did you know Gordon Ramsay could turn anything into a beef Wellington? Right, I'm just going to do this all by hand. And then we'll have a slurp of water, and then we'll sleep for the night. I have water somewhere around here. Lovely. Okay. Drop off the ptarmigan meat in the morning. I'll take some of this ptarmigan down back to Coastal Highway, I guess. Even ruined wolf meat turns out to be delicious beef welly if you're a chef like Gordon. I can't say that I've ever tried his ruined wolf meat beef Wellington. Well, I guess it'd be ruined wolf meat Wellington because it's not beef. Oh, good. It sounds like it's a blizzard. Or is it just windy? No, it's another bloody blizzard. I feel like we've had so many. Other reason to bring salt here is for all the ptarmigans we get. We can turn them into broth. Okay. Well, let's have a little think about things I want to take back to Coastal. Not really anything. I mean, I've done this the last few times. I'm quite happy with all the stuff I've got here. Honestly. Honestly.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
I'm fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Should we swap over our knives now? Could could leave this knife here if I want to do more crafting. Just take the one that's got better condition. Why not? This is the one that we took to the Far Territories, actually. Just come to think of it, it was on 100%. That's when we swapped over the one I had at the moment, because I wanted to take a full one over with me. So ever since then, it's gone all the way down to 54%. Do use my knife a lot, to be fair. Camera film, maybe? I mean, I could just leave it here, and then it's here for when I actually want it. I honestly don't really think... Oh, the pry bars. Yeah, let's take the pry bars, because we could use those beach combing at some point. Hatchet, I'm not going to use though. It's fine. Our Tetris mentioned. Your favourite place, Sakura. We don't need to take the calendar. I don't think I want to take any of this stuff. Bear hides. No, I think we're good having two here just in case I want to make something or we need to repair. Oh, the birch bark we'll take for the trading. I'll leave the stim here. Yeah, I think that's it. Just make sure I've got enough water with me. I don't know if archery is better than any other regions. That's good. It's a good place to know. It is a good place to know for sure. I need to get some food. I think we're fine at the moment though. Right. Any repairs? I mean, just so I can spend a bit of time doing something. I'm tempted. Yeah, why don't we do our deer boots? Why not? Sounded like the blizzard only just started as well. Don't know how I've had so many. Was that on 91% before? It go down in front of my very eyes. I was standing perfectly still as I mended, and I lost a condition on my pants. Explain that to me.
Need a drink.
Let's do these. Why not? Okay. I like how they're missing the patch, even at 100%. Why is that? Because some clothes do look worse the more damaged they are. I mean, all my clothes are in pretty good shape, but yeah. The damage, they'll look a bit more messed up. Yeah, look like the gaps in it and the stitching and whatever. Okay, sounds like the blizzard might have ended. Let's go have a look. Lovely. Right, let's chow down on some food. Cool. And let's get on out of here and head over to... back over to Coastal. There you go. After all that, we're already going back there. Just naturally calls to me. It's not my fault. I need salt. And you can bet your bloody arse I'm not going to Bleak Inlet to collect salt. The only salt I'd be collecting in Bleak Inlet is my salty, salty tears as I cried from the 50th Timberwolf bite. And even then, that wouldn't be enough to cure any food. I'm not sure if that's faster to go around that way, given I have to do that little route around. I'm half tempted to go check if I've got my moose by the dam as well. I mean, we could do. Still fairly early in the day. We'll get back to Quonset in plenty of time at the moment. And we would be very unlucky to have another blizzard. And even if we did have a blizzard, it would be later in the day. You can't have them back to back. Well, I was saying that, I think the closest I've ever had blizzards together was within about 3 hours. Roughly. From memory. But I could be talking out of my arse. Those are the wolves around the unloading area, maybe? I do like to try and listen out to the wolf howls and try and work out where they are. It can be quite helpful. I mean, you have to keep in mind, you don't actually hear wolf howls from that far away. So if you hear them, you know you're pretty close to the wolves. Yep, there they are. Right there. And we've got wind right in our face. No, don't come over here. See if we can make it turn around. There we go. It's a nice little cheesy trick you can do to make animals walk another way. It can be good for hunting. If you've got a deer that's walking away from you, you can make it come back towards you, or change the direction it's walking to get better angle on its head. And obviously with wolves, you can use it to stop them from walking towards you. Doesn't work on bears. I don't know if it works on moose. I don't believe it works on cougar. Anything that has like a set patrol path. So, as in, like, it won't work on bears because they have a set patrol path. Moose, I'm not sure about. I don't know if it works on rabbits. I imagine it does, but why would you ever really need it to? I should give it a try, actually, next time I'm near them. I'm definitely not going to go check if the moose is over there, because it would take me about 10 years to walk in that direction to find out. Probably going to have to go warm up in the trailer as well. Dear, this wind. I suppose I was kind of lucky with my wind in HRV for the most part, so I can't complain too much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of complaining. Well, this is going to be slow going. Nothing I can do about it. As I've said time and time again, if I could go back in time, I would have Blizzard Walker instead of the sprint recovery.
Jesus, this is cold.
Or stamina recovery one, rather. I do like this. The stamina recovery one is nice early, and can be nice if you ever really need to get someone very quickly. But in the late game, it's really not that useful. You're not going to be running most of the time. Whereas you're always going to be walking into wind. You know. If it's, you know, all it has to be is windy, and there's a good chance you'll end up having to walk into the wind at some point. When it is. And bear in mind, it's anywhere along, like, the entire, like, nearly 180 degree line. Like, if you look at my speed here, even though the wind's almost perpendicular, I walk slower. Pretty much have to be exactly perpendicular, so 50% of the time, when it's windy, you're going to be walking into it.
I just want to lay down for a bit.
Oh, there's more birch bark here. Lovely. This is nice, because we're going to be using that for trades going forward. Fur limb there. I've got to keep that in my head, so I know for next time. Quite helpful, especially when I'm running through the gas and Langston mine. What? How windy it is. I imagine the smell of Langston mine might give you the impression that it's a bit windy down there, but not quite the same type of wind. There we go, it's let up finally. Alright, let's warm up. Oh, there you go. Wind's gone completely now. Just in time for me to leave the region. That was very slow going in the end. We used up a good chunk of our food as well. Right, let's warm up just for a tad. I didn't bring any meat with me. Salmon recovery? Ah. You told me there's not wind down in the mine. I forgot we did the double stacked bunk beds. I just want to get a little bit of warmth, and then we should be okay. Especially if the wind's died down now. Yeah, I mean, it would make getting around the mine easier. Obviously, you're not going to be doing that constantly, though. If you had to live down there forever, then yeah, it would be better than the wind one for sure. Given that birch bark was there, that leads me to believe that the birch bark here in Ravine should have respawned by now. I don't actually know how long it takes birch bark to respawn. How long it takes. Pardon me, sorry. I believe it respawns same as sticks, where once you have a bit of wind, it'll respawn. But there must be a minimum time on it as well, which might be about a day. Kind of like the beach combing. I have got some food here. Do you want to eat some of this? Well, that wasn't worth my time. Okay, I won't eat any of this then because we haven't got much here. That's into life. Got cedar in here as well, limbs. That's a bit far out of the way. My only problem with going for birch bark here in Ravine is the grass is quite tall in places. You can kind of miss it. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing any bits here. Oh, never mind. Maybe it's all down one end. I can dream. Oh, yeah, another bit hiding behind the grass. They heard I was coming and they were like, quick, everyone, hide. He was going to abduct you and sell you off to the trader for some... I don't even know. What? Oh, caffeine pills, I think it was the plant trade that I was doing mainly. I mean, they are very good for caffeine pills. I've only used them a couple of times. Alas, stag. Should I get... I haven't got a good picture of a stag yet. I don't think. I tried to get one of a doe, but it was honestly atrocious. Really? Well, it's got to run back towards me. We'll get it then. No. That's too far. That's a shit photo spot there. No, I don't like that. Never mind, fine. I won't then, I guess. Being awkward. That's what you are, stag. An awkward porkward. Right. Okay. Over we go. What I think we'll probably do is we'll get back to Quonset, we'll drop off our stuff we've got. We'll set our current goal as taking a load of salt over to Mystery Lake. I might hang out a little bit in Coastal, maybe we'll do a little bit of beach combing, because obviously it's nice to do whenever we are actually there. But then we'll take salt over next time. Because it just seems silly. I'm not a big fan of like going back and forth between regions if you're not spending much time in the other region. It just feels a little bit silly. I'm going to play the music. Okay, never mind. I'll do it then. I can't remember how it goes. It's not like that. Gosh, I am worried about episode 5 and how linear it's going to be. I really don't want to be sitting through, 10 hours of cutscenes. Thing is, they've just got so much stuff they've got to wrap up for episode 5. It feels like, and I say that as someone who doesn't really fully understand the story of Wintermute. And I don't really understand, like, it feels like to me, like nothing has been explained. So there's so much to explain at the end. Ugh, I hate that bit of track. How it doesn't match up. We'll just assume it got shifted by an earthquake. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But that could just be a me problem. It's the same with the Tales from the Far Territory Tales. I just couldn't tell what was actually going on and what actually meant what. But I think that probably was at least partially from me doing it on Interloper. And me doing it for the first time on Interloper. And exploring the Far Territories for the first time on Interloper. It's a miracle I didn't die out there. So I've definitely come closer to dying other times. Well, saying that, the first time I went into the zone of contamination mine, I did nearly suffocate. I had about 0.6 seconds left of oxygen in my lungs when I made it out of the gas. I like collecting stones. We can make more rock caches and call them funny things. What have you got? Anything fun? Nope. Basically, my lost and found boxes are just cattail head collection items, collection points. Again, we're actually warming up now, so I didn't need to spend as much time as I did in that trailer. That's fine though. We're not in any rush, which is the benefit of being this late in the game. Not in any rush anywhere. Seriously? Seriously on the what? There's a wolf down there. Right, I think we'll be able to plod back onto Quonset well before it gets dark. Don't want to beach comb as we come back. We've left it a little bit late in the day. Not my fault, to be fair. There was a blizzard. Otherwise, that would be nice to do. You want stuff again? Yeah. First time I went down into the mines. It's part of my. If you go on my YouTube channel, it's my channel trailer. It is on Twitch as well, but I don't think you can see the channel trailer if you're already following. But yeah, bit in the channel trailer where I'm in the mine and I nearly suffocate. I think it's a short as well and a clip on Twitch. Because I yes, stepped a little bit too far in. I'm going to start going this way. This feels like a better shortcut. Can I walk up there? Don't know. Maybe. I should give it a try. This is actually a much better route than going all the way up there, because if you go up there, you can run into a wolf. You don't get any wolves over here. Got lucky. I don't know that I necessarily got lucky. I guess the point was I went in and tried to time how much time I had left, and I mistimed it. So it was more that I just poorly planned, but then I did actually get myself out of there. If I had sprinted a second sooner, and therefore not had as much stamina to sprint as far, I would have died. But equally, I could have waited another half a second to sprint, and I would have been okay. If I'd waited like 2 seconds to sprint, then I probably would have died as well, because I would have only just run out of stamina before I made it back. It was very narrow of margins. But I had to roughly calculate how far back it was, and therefore how much sprint I had to use. Because it's something I see people doing. They'll sprint, and then they'll only get 10% of their stamina bar back, and then they'll sprint again, which you really don't want to do. In this game, and in most video games in general, when you sprint and you drain your stamina bar, it takes a moment before it starts coming back. So if you start sprinting again right away, then it's going to drain really quickly, and then you have to wait for it to start coming back again. But if you let it fill up completely and then run, then you'll make the most use out of the time. Which is why you'll see me always checking my stamina bar to see if it's full. If I'm ever running somewhere, I'll keep checking to see if it's full before I start running again. Nice death trap. Yeah, it can be pretty rough if you don't know what you're doing. However, I can say I have died in it 0 times, so Lima 1, Langston Mine 0, I guess. Right. We're nowhere near our coal and salt collection cycle, because we did that pretty recently when we were here last time. I think it's day 621 we're waiting for now. So, about another 19 days. I think what I'll do is I'll gather up like these torches and things we've left lying around. And I'm also going to maybe head over to the fishing hut. And we can bring back some water from there, because yeah, we've got a decent amount of space. Yeah, let's start heading out onto the ice. Go for the fishing hut. Because it'd be nice to get rid of the water in the fishing hut so that when I make even more, we've actually got space to put it somewhere. Where is it? There it is. It's my fishing hut, I believe, right? Yeah, I don't go to that closer one. You know, that's my one. Has a door. I don't know. I can't actually remember if fishing huts with doors have more warmth or not. We could double check actually. Whilst we're passing by this one, why not? To be dying twice to fully learn my lesson. That's fair. It is a spoopy mine. I imagine the Aurora mine has killed more people over the years, though. Obviously been around longer, but people heading down there not realising. Right, you're 5 degrees. Is it any warmer outdoors? No. See, I feel like they are. I feel like it's like 3 degrees warmer or something. The weather should be, the temperature should be pretty stable this time of day as well. It'll start getting colder as the sun goes down, but this is the pinnacle of warmth. How do I go down there with that respirator? Yeah, no, that's fair. I do not blame you. Hello, fishing hut. Nice to see you. I promise I will come back and fish again at some point. Yeah, it is. It's 3 degrees warmer. Nice. Yes. Cool. I think I knew that, but I was down myself. Right. Let's take back some of this water. Cool. That'll do. I don't want to slow myself down at all, especially because I've got to get past this wolf. Right, and then we'll drop stuff off in Quonset. And we'll be sorted. Or am I scary? Yeah. It's not as bad as it used to be because they changed it at some point. I don't know when they changed it, but they changed it so that the first time you go down there, obviously you wait for an aurora, you go down the elevator, and then you have to wait out. You can only loot a little bit of the area whilst the aurora's going, and then you have to wait for it to be, to lose the aurora. But then you will always get an aurora the next night now. You used to not, but now you get guaranteed one, which I think is probably good, because I think it's a little bit messed up if you don't know that you'll get stuck down there. Which, I guess you could say it's just a harsh way to learn it, but yeah, you could obviously just lose a run and not take enough food and water and then get stuck down there. Not to mention you get cabin fever if you get stuck long enough. What have we got? Wolves around town? Deer around town? We've got nothing. Don't know what having nothing means, because I feel like I always have something. Right. Oh, look, it's because I said so stuff. What you got in here, cos? 18 sticks. Wow. Right. Speaking of, let's plop our sticks in here. Mine. Let's have a little schmackerel. Okay, and let's drop off the things. All of the things. Peaches. Good enough. Lovely. Good news, got the respirator. Nice. That will make life easier. Okay, wow, we got 14 birch bark in the end. Lovely. It's going to make the plant trades nicer. Faux show. Got some torches to drop off. In here. In here. Lovely. And we got these pry bars, which I might need to move some stuff around to get them on the shelf. Let's drop them for now, because I'm not too fussed about doing them. Okay. Dropped off all of that. Dropped off all of that. Why am I so heavy? What's weighing me down? I don't understand. The stones. Okay. I know, like, roughly what, I remember they're in the blue suitcase, because blue is stone, of course. I remember roughly what weight I should be on, which is about 26 and a half. And I'm like, huh, wait a second, something's not right. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is leave notes for myself. We'll just have a current goals. Take salt to Fisher Lake for meat curing box and curing, because I need both. I need to not just take 8 kilos. Well, we only need like 3 more kilos, but yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to eat and drink. Feel a little bit safer. That's all we ever want in life, eh? Overcast day. Not going to be able to do much else with this day. I'm not going to go beach combing at this hour. Maybe we'll do some reading. Yeah, why not? Sit in here. Kick our feet up. And do some reading. Let's go for 3 hours. We'll have plenty enough light for that. I think it was technically a clear day at the end there for a second. It flashed up like it was. Okay, now I'm just going to read an hour at a time, just in case if a blizzard comes out of nowhere, we'll technically lose our light. And then I don't want to miss out on the reading as a result. Or if it gets really foggy. But a clear night is absolutely fine. Even snow is fine. Let's see. I don't necessarily want to get up too early if it is a blizzard. If we are beach combing. Oh, Jesus! Scared me. Okay. Well, we're getting through this book. I'm really going to know how to shoot these guns. All these many rifles I've collected over the years. I've got the trader's going to start yapping to me, isn't he? Actually, no, he doesn't if you've got a trade set up, I don't think. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot I got a trade. Do that at some point. Okay. I was kind of hoping we'd get a blizzard so that I could go beach combing, because I think technically at the moment it'll just be normal beach combing items. Okay. And we are going to wrap up here, which I know is earlier than schedule, and also we're completely off schedule at the moment because I just didn't stream earlier. So, deal with it. I am thinking, for the long dark, I do find it hard to go on for more than 3 hours. Maybe other things I can do it for, but yeah. I just have to use a lot of energy. Okay, good. That sounds like a blizzard. Hopefully.
I would drink almost anything about now.
It might just be high wind. Can't go out to check, because then that'll mess with the beach comb stuff. But maybe that means you go beach combing next time. Oh, full bars. Look at that. An actual full bars for once. Tried sleeping 10 hours? What, in real life? I wish. In game, I do it a lot. Okay, I think we're all set up for next time. Yeah, that's fine. We've just done our little 3-hour stream. I mean, that's not little, but you know what I mean. Alright, cool.